Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Jasneet Kaur. If you are new to my channel, then don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. You can also press the bell icon so that you don't miss an update. In today's video, we will continue with chapter 10, which is concerns and needs in diverse context. We will be doing the last topic of its first part. The topic which we will be doing is water safety. This video will be part 7. To know more about earlier parts of this chapter, you can check out the description box below, or you can click on the eye icon on the top right corner of your screen. So without taking too much time, let's begin with understanding the importance of pure water in our lives. Water plays an essential role in regulating the overall functioning of our body, as it helps in regulating our body temperature, helps in carrying nutrient and oxygen to our cells, makes up 83% of our blood, helps in removing waste from our body and helps in the absorption of the nutrients, protect and cushions our vital organs and play many other such functions. Apart from physiological uses, it also plays important role in household uses, public uses and industrial uses. Like in household, it can be used for personal cleanliness, for cooking, for cleaning utensils, for gardening, for washing clothes, and can be used for pet animals as well. Similarly, for public use, it can be used for cleaning roads and drains in towns, can be used for cleaning public toilets, and can be used as extinguishing fires. We can also use water as sprinklers in parks, gardens, and fountains. For industrial uses, it can be used for power production as well as for irrigation, or for any other form which will be useful in running mills and factories. Now let's understand when the water is considered impure. It is considered impure in 3 categories: when the water is polluted, contaminated, or if it is hard. Water is polluted when the taste, odor, color, etc. is changed because of any physical impurities. Physical impurities include which can be seen through naked eyes, like stones, dust, or any other mixture of certain substances. Then comes contaminated water. It is considered contaminated when it is unsafe for human consumption due to addition of animal or human excreta or waste. Next category of impure water is hard water. Water is considered hard due to the presence of some of the minerals in water. This hardness of water can be of 2 types. First is temporary hardness and second is permanent hardness. Temporary hardness includes when there is presence of calcium and magnesium bicarbonate in the water. This type of hardness can be easily removed by boiling water. On the other hand, permanent hardness is considered when there is presence of chlorides and sulfides of calcium and magnesium in the water. This type of hardness can be removed by adding hydrates of lime and sodium bicarbonate. Let's take a look on the source of impurities in water. The first one is water can get impure right from its source. The quality of water is greatly affected by its place of origin and the path it follows. For example, water will be biologically contaminated if it is flowing along a crematorium. Sometimes water becomes impure because of certain negligence like bathing, washing of clothes, and utensils near the water sources. The second source of impurity can be during transit. It is when the water is transferred into dirty utensils. The next one is impurities in water can take place during storage. If the water is being stored in dirty utensils or kept uncovered, then the chances of tiny organisms or flow of dust particles increases. The last one in this is impurities can take place during distribution. It includes if the pipes are placed alongside sewage or gas pipes, there will always be a possibility of water contamination. After understanding this, let's talk about the qualities of potable water or the water which is drinkable. The physical properties of water will include that it should be colorless, odorless, good to taste, should not contain any organic matter, no solid particles should be there in the water, and water should be transparent. Talking about the chemical properties, it should be free from nitrogenous organic compounds, should not contain any of the poisonous substances like iron, lead, zinc, etc. The pH level of the water should be neutral, that means it must have pH 7. Apart from this, it should freeze at 0 degrees Celsius and should boil at 100 degrees Celsius. The biological qualities include that it should be free from pathogenic organisms and free from any harmful bacteria. I hope students you are attentive and jotting down all the key points of this topic. With this thought, I would like to move ahead to the next topic, which is methods of water purification. The water can be purified with 3 ways: physical, chemical, and mechanical. Let's discuss each one of these one by one. The first one which we will talk about in physical method is boiling. It is one of the most common method which is used for making water pure for household purposes. In this method, water should be boiled for at least 30 minutes at 100 degrees Celsius. After boiling, to restore the taste of the water, the boiled water should be poured from one container to another over a number of times. The benefit of doing this boiling method is it does not require any special equipment or specific method. Any of the waterborne bacteria can be killed through intense heat. The other benefit would be temporary hardness can also be reduced by the method of boiling. Its disadvantage can include it consumes more fuel while boiling, will not remove sand or any mud from water, as well as it takes time to cool down before it can be consumed. Some people may find this process of making water pure tiring. Moving on to the next physical method of making water pure, that is filtering. In this method, water restrained through fine muslin cloth. This method does not remove any kind of bacteria from the water because muslin cloth cannot remove bacteria, harmful gases, or any dissolved impurities from the water. The next physical method of cleaning water is 4-pitcher system. It includes 4 pitchers. These pitchers are kept one above another in a special stand, as you can see in the picture. The top 3 pots have small hole at the bottom. Muslin cloth is put at the hole of the first pitcher. The second pitcher has crushed coals in it. The third pitcher has grated gravel, or you can say sand and stones. At last, in the fourth pitcher, the clean muslin cloth will be kept on the opening of the pitcher for final filtration. The water stored in the fourth pitcher will be safe for drinking. This method is very time consuming, but in villages, this is the easiest and cheapest way to clean water. Now let's talk about chemical method. In chemical method, firstly we will talk about alum. Alum or fitkari is a chemical method of cleaning water. By adding alum in the water, all kind of bacteria and impurities can be removed. By the reaction of alum, all impurities settle down at the bottom after coagulation. These impurities can be separated by the method of filtration. Alum has all the qualities to destroy all kind of bacteria in water, but it does not react chemically with water. Moving on to next, chlorine. Chlorine is generally used to purify large quantity of water. It destroys bacteria but does not remove solid impurities from the water. Hence, before adding chlorine tablet, it is necessary to filter the water. 1 chlorine tablet is added in 10 liters of water for at least half an hour. After the completion of half an hour, water is again filtered. Chlorine tablets are easily available in the market, but one thing, if it is not used in the right proportion, it becomes harmful for the body as well as water becomes tasteless. By looking at this picture, you can check out the steps of using chlorine tablet. Moving ahead to our next chemical method of cleaning water, that is bleaching powder. Bleaching powder is added in water. After adding, the chemical reaction takes place and chlorine gas is produced. This chlorine gas purifies the water. The amount of bleaching powder added in the water depends upon the amount of impurities present in water. Normally, 1/4 cup of bleaching powder is added in 350 liters to 400 liters of water. Students, here I would like to add, you all can consider these written content of the slides as your notes of this topic. Moving on to the third kind, which is mechanical method of cleaning water. In this, firstly we will talk about special stainless filter. This kind of filters are made up by mixing chrome, nickel and steel in right proportions. This type of filter has two containers of same size and shape. The upper container has a ceramic candles to clean the water. These candles are need to be cleaned every week and once in 6 months. It must be cleaned in boiling waters at least for 10 to 15 minutes. Each candle has hole at the bottom with the washer. Water from the upper container comes into the lower container after purification, and it can be easily taken out through a tap which is there for disposal. Moving on to the next mechanical method of cleaning water, that is 0B filter. It is a small size filter with a candle fitted directly to the water tap. It is 3-disc filter which do not allow dust, sand and impurities to pass through it. Below the disc is polyiodide resin. As soon as the water comes in contact with that, the bacteria are destroyed and the water remains pure for long time because of iodine in the resin. Filter should be changed when there is red indication in the transparent slot of the filter. It is suggested that the patients who are suffering from thyroid should contact their physicians before using this kind of filter. Moving on to ultraviolet filter, or commonly known as UV filters. It is a modern method of purifying water. In this, no chemical is mixed with water. UV filters has 4 major components. First one is pre-filter. It removes physical impurities from the water. Second is activated carbon chamber. In this, water comes in contact with activated carbon. The third one is ultraviolet chamber. In this, microorganisms in water are destroyed. After this, water becomes completely pure. In the last and the fourth component, electronic monitoring system. It stops the flow of water if the water is not purified properly. When the filter is switched on, red light indicator followed by yellow and green light indicating that water has been purified. Moving on to the last mechanical method for cleaning water, that is reverse osmosis water purifiers. This filter is based on latest advanced technology. It is more suitable in those places where water is hard. In this type of filter, water is purified in 5 steps. First one is sediment filter, which removes all physical impurities. Second one is pre-carbon filter. In this, color, odor and all sort of gases are removed with the help of activated carbon. Third is carbon block. In this, whatever minute impurities are left, those are removed. Fourth one is RO membrane. The pores of RO membranes are smaller than the size of bacteria and viruses. Hence, these impurities are blocked at this point only. The last step, pure water is stored in the storage tank. Now, if you look at the process of purification in RO system, you can see impure water passes through sediment filter, then through pre-carbon filter, then it goes to carbon blocks, then to remove minute impurities, it passes through RO membrane and then it moves to storage tank from where pure water can be taken out for drinking or for cooking or for any other purpose. So I hope students, the explanation of this topic really helped you in understanding the whole concept clearly. Still, if you come across any doubt or any question, feel free to ask in the comment section below, or you can reach me through my email ID, which I have already mentioned in the description box below. Keep supporting and showing your love. Share this channel with your family and friends as much as possible. If you like my content, then don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I will get back to you with my another video. Till then, bye bye and stay blessed.